The first priority of any MMA referee is to look out for the health and safety of the two fighters they are locked in a cage with. But sometimes, as these two fighters are trying to take their head off, they target the wrong person, and the referee becomes the one with the most risk. In this video, we'll look at times when a fighter lost their cool and committed the cardinal sin of attacking the third man. Number 1. Takeo Shiina. Takeo Shiina completely lost his cool after a fight with Jung Hyun Lee at Gretchen 5 in Japan back in 2010. The strange thing is that this fight couldn't have gone better for Shiina. Early in the opening rounds, he landed a left hand flush to the jaw of Lee and sent him crashing to the canvas unconscious. What came next was disturbing, as Shiina callously continued to land repeated blows to his opponent even as the referee, Samio Kimura, attempted to intervene. In fact, Kimura, a veteran of many promotions including Pride, Dream, Sengoku, and Pancrase, was then also assaulted by Shiina, taking a hard knee to the body as he tried to stop the attack. Shiina showed no remorse for his actions and instead immediately turned his attention back to punching Lee until the quarterman and other officials had to rush in and restrain him. Needless to say, Shiina was disqualified for his disgraceful behavior. This brought his fighting career to an abrupt end. Number 2. Vyacheslav Datsik. As one of the MMA's all-time craziest characters, it's not altogether surprising that Vyacheslav Datsik has assaulted a referee during his time competing in combat sports. This incident actually took place during a charity kickboxing event in Moscow, and going up against a younger, smaller opponent, Datsik appeared to be taking the fight even less seriously than he normally did. Datsik repeatedly marched forward, grinning with his chin stuck out, inviting his opponent to punch him in the face, then attempted to duck the incoming blows, and if they hit him, he pretended to be hurt. In the second round, Datsik attempted a spinning back fist, but slipped and fell, then got up acting as if he'd been rocked, wobbling around in the ring in an exaggerated manner. At this stage, the referee decided he had enough of Datsik's antics, calling the fight off and declaring his opponent the winner. That angered Datsik, who retaliated by hitting the official with a right hook. The referee came back at him though, even shoving Datsik's opponent out of the way so that he could get at him instead. However, Datsik wasn't finished there and grabbed the official and shoved him into the full length of the ring before launching them both headfirst onto the ropes and into the crowd. Yeah, this was a wild night for everyone involved. Number 3. Willem Ott. Australian fighter Willem Ott reacted furiously to a late stoppage when he fought Nihad Nasifovic at Agrelin 19 in 2017. Early in the second round of the fight, Ott was taken down and Nasifovic softened him up with strikes before then applying a rear naked choke. The choke was tight and Ott quickly began tapping on the mat, but the referee appeared to not see it, resulting in him having to pound the canvas with his other hand before the official finally waved off the bout. This enraged Ott, who got straight back up on his feet and shoved the referee against the cage, then punched him in the face. Continuing to shout abuse at the official, Ott then threw his gum shield at him for good measure before the others got in between them and defused the situation. A rear naked choke can be incredibly painful at times, and I totally understand why Ott confronted the referee, but punching him and getting into engagement with him, probably not the best idea if you want to keep on fighting. Number 4. Conor McGregor. UFC superstar Conor McGregor repeatedly hit the headlines for causing trouble in 2017. This includes an event at his home city of Dublin hosted by rival promotion Bellator. The Notorious has been at the show to cheer on his longtime friend and training partner Charlie Ward, who was making his debut against John Redmond, and after he secured a KO victory, McGregor jumped the cage and then began celebrating with the fighter. Referee Mark Goddard had officially declared the fight as being over at the time, so he went over to McGregor and tried to restore order, ordering him to leave. That provoked an angry reaction from the Irishman, who ran back and shoved him while chastising the official for his intervention. Other officials wrangled McGregor back out of the cage, but after stalking around the perimeter, he then defiantly jumped back up onto the cage to continue celebrating with Ward, at which time a Bellator official attempted to get him back down, only to be slapped in the face by the star. McGregor would later then issue a half-hearted apology for his actions, claiming that emotions got the best of me, and largely escaped punishment afterwards. This shows you that even the most composed superstars in the MMA world can lose their cool into emotions. Number 5. Joseph Nem. Not all attacks on referees are intentionally malicious, as this fight between Joseph Nem and Rice Brink at Knockout Promotions 54 in 2017 shows. Brink made his mark immediately in the fight as he landed a front kick to the face and then blasted the dazed Nem with a barrage of powerful blows to the head that resulted in a KO finish in just 10 seconds into the bout. Nem was so out of it afterwards that he groggily double-legged the referee, took his back, and went in for a rear naked choke, apparently unaware that the fight was over and his opponent was in fact up on a cage celebrating by the stage. It wasn't until Nem's own cornerman rushed in and started pleading with him to let go that it slowly dawned on him what was happening, and he did as he was told, then later apologized to the official who luckily hadn't been injured. Nem hasn't fought again since the incident. Number 6. Roy Nelson. Big Country Roy Nelson is not known for being a volatile character, but he definitely lost his cool following a fight with Antonio Silva in the UFC back in 2016. In the final minutes of the second round, Nelson floored Silva with a right hand before wading in with more blows as the dazed Bigfoot tried to regain his senses. In total, 5 blows landed, at which point it was clear Silva had had more than enough, and the referee Big John McCarthy stepped in and waved off the fight. Being friends with Silva, Nelson was unhappy at having to dish out what he believed was further unnecessary blows before the stoppage finally came in, and so as McCarthy came over to Silva ensuring that he was okay, Big Country came back and planted a push kick to his rear end. It seemed to have been done more in frustration than any real intent to hurt McCarthy, but it did come after Nelson had already revealed pre-fight that he had issues with the veteran referee. As a result of his actions, Nelson was suspended for 9 months and fined $24,000. The fighter and referee later buried the hatchet when they filmed the video together mocking the incident, with McCarthy push-kicking Big Country this time around. Number 7. Razi Jabari. Iranian fighter Razi Jabari got a taste of his own medicine when he tried to sneak attack the referee following a loss to Honorero Benario at URCC 3 in the Philippines in 2011. Jabari had tapped out due to the ground and pound strikes after being soundly beaten by Benario, but after the result was read out, he squared up to the referee Joy Lepitan, pushed him, and then hit him with a weak right hook. However, the referee proved to be no pushover as he immediately shoved the fighter back up against the ropes and took him down before mounting him. At the same time, URCC promoter Alvin Aguilar, a BJJ black belt, had also rushed into the ring and took Jabari's back and then sent him to sleep with a rear naked choke. Jabari was banned from competing in the country again for his actions, and he never fought in MMA again. So, what are some of your favorite moments from these referees and them getting attacked by different fighters? Let us know your top 3 in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content coming to your inbox. We'll see you next time on Knockout TV.